the mic here?
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, of course.
No, we need to hear it, it's on the screen, so.
Deontay, talk about why it was so important for you to demand this fight and not go the mandatory route with the rematch with Severn.
Well, first of all, Severn, come on, man. I convincingly beat him. I whooped him so bad, I beat him to an inch of his life, which I told him I would do that. Most time when I say I'm gonna do something, it always come around, and so I feel like Severn wasn't ready for me at this moment in time, Boxing, we try to keep it safe in a bruised sport, if that makes sense. And Severn only fought one time, and got dropped, and a lot of them said he lost, and I feel like I was more active, and he wasn't ready for me at this time, and what was the other question you said?
How surprised were you that he even got back into the mandatory position because he only fought once?
Man, I don't know what goes on with the rankings. I don't really keep up with that ranking stuff and all that, to be honest. The heavyweight division is too small, and to keep up with some of the small things, I don't care about rankings. I'm the champion, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's trying to get to me. So whatever position they stack up in, let's do it. That's how I feel. Let's do it. I ain't scared of nobody. I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised to run from nobody. I was raised to look you in your face, and when I demand respect and I put a threat on you, I shake your hand, so I know it's a sign, seal, and deliver.
Deontay, with all due respects to the Klitschko's, there was a long period of time where the division was not very deep.
Where you at?
Right here.
Right there.
Okay.
Well, when it was not very deep. It seems like the division is having a revival now, and you're certainly at the forefront of that. Do you ever look back to the last quote-unquote golden age of heavyweight boxing when you had Mike Tyson, Evander, Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, the second time around with George Foreman, and wonder, like if some kind of way there was a time machine and you could interact with any of those guys?
I mean, I would have loved to step in the ring with some of those guys, man. You're talking about some of the greats in the history of the sport of boxing. I don't know what champion or fighter wouldn't want to go back in time and see where their talent lies between those guys, But now I think it's a new era, I think that boxing is just all around, not even just in the heavyweight division, just all around is making a grand statement. There's been a lot of great fights been put on this year, and we're looking forward to this one right here. Looking forward to the end of this year with this massive fight right here between me and Ortiz. Boxing, especially the heavyweight division, it came out of a dark place, and we all know. A lot of people blaming on Klitschko brothers. The once or twice a year fights and the inactivity outside of the ring. It dropped down, it died. But it's a new era. It's a new time. And you're looking at the undefeated, unified heavyweight champion of the world.
Deontay, what is your game plan for this fight? Because both of you are brutal punchers.
It's only one brutal puncher. To be
he
real,
punches very hard also.
I'm the only one to knock out artists. He's okay.
So what is your game plan, going back to the original question, regarding this fight? Because it is a dangerous fight, and what kind of training are you doing regarding to prepare for this, Deontay?
Well, the game plan is, just as usual. We use my attributes that I have. Keep them on the stick, set them up until the time comes. Plain and simple. Ortiz, when you look at him, of course, he had the Cuban background, school and stuff like that, and he do a great job. He definitely one of the guys that got the skills, the fundamental skills and the boxing skills. That's for sure. You have to give him that, and I like his aggressive style. I love it. That's one of the reasons why I chose him. That's one of the reasons why people think he's the boogeyman or whatever, because of the style, the aggressive style. And that was the guy that I wanted. I wanted him to prove that I am the man. And if it had to take going through Ortiz, then I was up for that challenge. I would have been up for that challenge years ago, when we first brought this up, but we already know what happened. So this time, Luis Ortiz, don't fuck it up. Stay clean, cause we will be checking. Stay clean. Don't fuck this up for me nor you, because I'm gonna prove to the world that I am the best.
Thank you. Hey, Deontay. It seems like this year all the attention, I guess it's kind of follow-up about the attention that's being paid to almost every other division but yours. I mean, you have the Mayweather, McGregor, even Broder Garcia. We just saw Golovkin and Alvarez. Do you think that has hurt the attention that's been paid to you? That there may be a case of boxing fatigue here? I mean, a fight like this should have been on pay-per-view if you had an opponent anybody had heard of. It just seems that business just is, the model just seems to have changed on you and adversely.
Well, this definitely a pay-per-view fight, that's for sure. But hey, it is what it is. I'm giving the people what they want to see, and it can't get no better than that. I don't really see as anybody overshadowing the heavyweight division. Everybody doing their thing, of course. It's boxing. We all winning. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I said, that's a new era. You know what I'm saying, in the heavyweight division. Only thing the heavyweight division needs is one champion, one face, and one name. That's Deontay Wilder. The heavyweight division, we need a unified champion so badly. The heavyweight division is small. It's very small. It's not too many great fighters in there, and the best can't fight the best all the time in the heavyweight division. If we fought the best all the time, we wouldn't have nobody. And there's a lot of great talent coming up and stuff like that, but when you unify the division, you have one champion with all the belts, and you got contenders coming up and trying to grab that belt. Now, I think that brings excitement, because now it's no ducking, it's no dodging. If you're mandatory, you're mandatory, unless it's something else you get paid suicide money. But other than that, the best gonna fight the best, and that's what I want to do. I want to have all of them. When you see champions get the belts, then you have other belts. You have the federation. Oh, you have to fight within 30 days, and they do what they want. They would do what they want, and with me, once I get that belt, hey, 30 days, hey, let's do another one. So let's do it. I want to bring it back to the golden days, but just in our era, because it'll never be the same back there. We can forget that, y'all. We can stop talking about it. It's right now. That's what matters. We live in right now. We can't live in the past. The things that we've done in the past and things we want to see in the past, that'll never be. We only make it better for right now. That's why y'all gotta support. Y'all appreciate me now, because I already know when my career is over with, that's when I'll be mostly appreciated. But I don't want that. I want to be appreciated right now.
If I may, Deontay Israel, how are you? I want to take this in a different direction. Looking at the fights that we've seen before, we've seen countries literally back their fighters, go to bat for their fighters. What do you, as a powerful champion who happens to be an African-American male, feel like you have to do to become America's champion and have that Mike Tyson effect, that global effect, that A-list effect? What do you feel like needs to be done?
Man, first off, man, we talk about this all the time, about other countries supporting their people. And when you come to America, we rather support other people than our own, and it's crazy. It's crazy, especially when you have a black man in the forefront. Let's keep it real, Especially that, and then you got boxing analysts and former champions and so-called experts, they bashes us too. So when you get non-boxing fans or just casual random fans that come in and hear things, they go to them to see what's going on. If they say, oh, he ain't fighting nobody, this is bomb, this is step, then that's what they listening to, and then it become a hearsay. Because thing about it, people don't want to do fact. They don't want to do the research on the fighter to see, oh damn, he did this. They don't want to do that. They want to. It's easier than to hear something and then run and say something, and then you're gonna add a little bit in it, because it's never the same once you heard it from that person than when you tell this person. And I think that's one of the reasons that, as far as in America, it's down a little bit. You know what I mean? Our own people bash us. In other countries, no matter how they look, they'll be 5-0. That'd be the biggest thing in their country. If I was from the UK or somewhere, I'd be the biggest thing there. Easy. I was from Africa or somewhere where my roots is, I'd be the biggest thing there. Easy. But here in America, it's different, because it's for those reasons. And the only thing that, you know, as far as the heavyweight division is concerned, the only way I think that could fix that problem is having one champion, one face, one name.
Okay.
We can't do a stare down
Can I
because
take a picture though?
Lewis is here, but Deontay, I'll pose for you guys.